Hello, everyone. It's Alex Hooper, and we're back with another episode of Dirty Briefs. And this week, I want to talk about my most controversial joke. The joke that still upsets people to this day. The joke that has garnered me more attention than I ever thought I would receive from a single line of comedy. And that joke is about Heidi Klum. In my very first America's Got Talent, I said the following joke: Heidi Klum, you are magical. Four children, and yet your body looks as though you haven't paid attention to any of them. Let's break that joke down. Why does this joke affect so many people in a negative way? Why does it give them this visceral reaction of loathing? A lot of people, if you read the YouTube comments, which I do because I am a narcissist, a lot of people say it's because I'm calling Heidi Klum a bad mother. They said, how dare you call out a parent on their skills to raise their children. But that's not what that joke is doing. That joke is a compliment about Heidi Klum's physique. Think about it. What's the first thing I say? Heidi Klum, you are magical. What an adjective to apply to a person. I'm seeing them beyond their physical appearance. I'm seeing their soul. They're magical. They create an atmosphere that doesn't even seem possible. Well, that seems like a pretty nice thing to say. The next part of the joke: four children. That's a lot of kids. A lot. She has been pregnant four times. Four times. That means that four times her stomach expanded, her boobs grew, everything in her body went through a metamorphosis before it could get back to the status quo that we know as Heidi Klum. Four times. Four children. And yet, your body looks as though you haven't paid attention to any of them. And people get angry about that. It's a veiled compliment. All I'm saying is that you look so good that I can't believe you were able to raise four children and still get your body back to being a Victoria's Secret model that is still walking the runway today with 20-year-olds. That's incredible. And yet, people get upset. But that's what a good roast joke does. It compliments a person. When you're thinking about a great roast joke, you don't just want to go, this Heidi Klum, you're an ugly bitch, because she's not. You want to compliment the person. You want to truly show them that you see them as a person. You see them in a deep way. That's what a good roast is. Jeff Ross, one of my greatest mentors in comedy, especially in the roasting world, his book is called We Only Roast the Ones We Love. Because there's no point in roasting somebody that we don't enjoy their company or we don't like what they do. That's just making fun of them. Roasting somebody is about truly seeing the person for who they are and expressing how much you recognize them as a human. That's what a good roast joke does. When it starts with a compliment, it's a sandwich of compliments. And yeah, there's a little bit of evil in the middle, sure. But that's part of the fun. That's why this joke affects people so much, is because they think it's about her parenting skills. It's not. It's about her amazing transition, her ability to go from being a pregnant person four times to having this incredible swimsuit figure that all guys want to look at. She is a marvel of human achievement. Absolutely amazing. And that's what a good roast joke will do. It will show you the person who they are. It will make them feel lifted up. If a joke makes them want to punch you in the face, that's not it. You went too far. They should recognize it in themselves that, oh, this person really saw me for who I am. They went beyond just my physical appearance and they made a joke that really had something to do with who I am. A good roast joke should do that. It should sit with you. It should make you really go, wow, God, they saw me. They really did. And that's what I did on America's Got Talent. I had to write jokes that were for a family friendly audience. I had to write jokes. These aren't for Comedy Central. These are not how dirty can I get? How mean can I get? These are, wow, how can I dig at your soul, but in a way that is perfectly kind and coming through on NBC? I'll tell you some of my favorite jokes that I've had said about me over the years, and there are tons of them. There are so many jokes that have been hurled in my direction, hundreds of them. But I'm going to remember a few. George Perez said that I looked like a bouncer at a recycling center. I don't even know what that means. It's not a real thing. But when I say that line, when he said that line, holy shit, did people lose their minds because they can see an immediate visual. It's not mean, it's just a silly premise, and it works. You guys know I have bad eczema. I've talked about it on this podcast before. My friend Omid Singh said, Alex's skin is so bad, or Alex's hands are so rough. The first time I shook his hand, I thought he was handing me a pine cone. Hilarious. Absolutely hilarious. Creative. Keith Carey said I looked like a meth labradoodle. Beautiful wordplay. What an image. Meth labradoodle. Jason Van Glass said I looked like I went to Burning Man and never came back. Again, the visual. I don't feel cruelty in that joke. Jay Light said my headshot is a piece of sandpaper. So fucking funny. I love it. One of my favorites, one that I had absolutely no comeback for. Rich Slayton, in my third roast battle ever, said, I asked Alex's wife how she gets intimate with him. And she said, it's very easy. I turn down the lights, I put on some music, and then I say, Beetlejuice, Beetlejuice, Beetlejuice. The audience erupted for over a minute as I stood up there and took that hit. I had no comeback whatsoever. I beat him overall, but I lost that round. Fifi Dosh said Alex is from Baltimore. He's the ashiest man in a city that crackheads burnt down. Whoa! I remember Hannibal Buress going, did this white man just call another white man ashy? Because it was brilliant. It was hilarious. That's what a good joke does. You have to recognize that somebody spent the time to think about you and see you in a way that you have never thought of before. That's what made me love myself, is all these people calling me these different names over the years. It just made me laugh so much that I realized, wow, people see me in 1,000 different ways. Why should I be upset about any of this? The only time I get upset about a roast joke is when it's not about me. If you make fun of someone in my family or my wife, then I get upset because the joke always has to come back to the person, the roastee. You can use my wife in a joke, but you cannot make the joke about my wife. Somebody once said Alex loves pugs, but they're not actually pugs. They just become flat. They were schnauzers that became flat faced when he fucked them against the window. Hilarious. That's not about my pugs. That's about me. So that's okay. If you guys want to learn how to write roast jokes, by the way, I have a free roasting guide on my website. If you go to hoopercomedy.com, sign up for my email list, that comes with a free 9 step roasting guide of how to write jokes, how to throw a roast, and how to host an event where everybody is going to leave feeling like they laughed themselves free of whatever they were feeling before. You shouldn't want to hurt somebody after they make a roast joke. You should want to hug them and say, "Thank you so much for seeing a part of me that normally does not get seen." I really hope you guys do it. HooperComedy.com. That's also where you're going to find my tour dates. Did you know that this week I'm going to be in Las Vegas and South Dakota and North Dakota? Yes, I am going to all those places, everybody, this week. And then next month, I'll be in Florida, in Orlando, in Tampa. Coming up, I'll be in the Bay Area at Alameda Comedy Club. All of these things are at HooperComedy.com. So go and share the roast guide with people. Host a roast yourself. Let me know if you want to do it. And if you want to get roasted by me, you know I'm on Cameo, everybody. I'm there just for you. So I really hope you do it because, God, roasting is so fun. It really allows you to find yourself. At least that's what it did for me. And I know it can do it for you too. So until next week, everybody, have a beautiful, beautiful existence.